Phyllis Diller, the trailblazing comedian who shattered barriers for women in comedy, built her entire career on making people laugh. With her wild hair, eccentric costumes, and razor-sharp wit, she became a household name during a time when few women dared to pursue stand-up. But behind the jokes, the self-deprecating humor, and the constant laughter was a woman who carried a secret for decades, a truth that only later in life did she begin to openly share. For fans who adored her, this revelation was both surprising and deeply moving, adding new layers to the legacy of an entertainer who redefined comedy. Throughout her career, Diller crafted a persona that audiences instantly recognized. She often joked about her imaginary husband Fang, poked fun at her appearance, and leaned into exaggerated quirks that made her stand out from the crowd. Yet one of the secrets she kept hidden was that much of her act was a protective shield. Beneath the humor was a woman who, for years, battled insecurity, self-doubt, and the painful realities of being a woman in an industry dominated by men. In a time when female comedians were almost unheard of, Diller faced relentless criticism and skepticism. The laughs she inspired on stage often masked the personal struggles she endured off it. One of the most surprising truths she kept hidden was her lifelong struggle with cosmetic surgeries. Long before Hollywood openly discussed plastic surgery, Diller quietly underwent multiple procedures to reshape her appearance. For decades, she kept this a secret, fearing judgment in an industry already critical of women's looks. She later admitted to having numerous facelifts, nose jobs, and other surgeries, not out of vanity, but out of a deep sense of insecurity and pressure to fit a certain mold. Fans who only knew her as the fearless, flamboyant performer were stunned to learn that behind her bold image was a woman constantly questioning whether she was good enough. Another hidden truth was her private battles with depression and the overwhelming responsibilities she faced as a mother of 5 children. Diller often juggled her family life with the demands of her career, a balancing act that few could imagine, especially in the 1960s and 70s. She rarely revealed the personal sacrifices it took to chase her dreams, choosing instead to bury her pain under punchlines. It wasn't until later in life that she began to acknowledge just how much she had struggled in silence, keeping these truths away from the public eye to preserve her image as the always happy, always laughing comedian. Despite the secrecy, Phyllis Diller's story is not one of weakness but of extraordinary resilience. By keeping her struggles private, she built a career that opened doors for countless female comedians who followed. Icons like Joan Rivers, Ellen DeGeneres, and many more have credited Diller for paving the way. Her bravery on stage, even while hiding her personal insecurities, showed that women could be just as funny, just as bold, and just as groundbreaking as men in comedy. When she finally revealed her secrets later in life, fans were not disappointed or disillusioned. Instead, they admired her even more. Knowing that she had faced so many internal battles while still making the world laugh only deepened respect for her legacy. Phyllis Diller's hidden truth revealed the humanity behind the humor, a reminder that even those who make us laugh the hardest may carry private struggles we never see. Her story stands today as a powerful message about strength, vulnerability, and perseverance. The secret Phyllis Diller kept hidden for decades was not just about surgery, insecurity, or pain. It was about the reality of a woman who dared to chase her dreams no matter the cost. And in doing so, she didn't just change her own life, she changed the face of comedy forever.